Hi, I'm Susan Fannin, Chief Nursing Officer. Welcome to Indian Path Medical Center.
I'm Monty McLaurin, the CEO at Indian Path. I've been there since January of 2004. That was about 6 years after Mountain States Health Alliance was formed, and the hospital became part of that system. Indian Path started, I guess the plans on it started with Hospital Corporation of America. Would have been in the probably late 60s, early 70s is when they started doing the planning. And of course, the hospital opened around March of 1974. Operated as a for-profit HCA hospital from 1974 till 1998. And it went through its ups and downs. It had its good years, the first 20 years, and then as they approached the early 1990s, really began to struggle. The company that owned it was really not making very much investment in it in either equipment or upkeep. So it was in pretty rough shape when Mountain States purchased it and went about spending quite a bit of money, several $1 million in upgrading equipment, adding new facilities, and really allowed the hospital to come back into its own.
The first night I came to work, I was so happy and so excited because it was a new, clean facility. It had state-of-the-art equipment, the latest technology. Back then, what that meant was I had a manual blood pressure cuff mounted on the wall in each patient's room. I had a pen in my pocket that wrote in 3 different colors. Days charted in black, 3 to 11 in green, and 11 to 7 in red. All I had to do was flick a button and I had the color that I needed to chart. Today, I do those same things, but in a very different way. I have a machine that takes the blood pressure for me, and I chart on a computer.
I've been working at Indian Path for 40 years, and back when the hospital first opened, the emergency room was just a 2-bed area, and somebody wanted to be seen by the doctor, they had to make an appointment to come in. We didn't have an open emergency room, so the person wanted to be seen, they had to call ahead. I think the biggest thing makes us different from the other hospitals that I feel that this hospital people are treated more like family. They come in and they ask us how our family's doing, and we chat back and forth with patients as well as employees, and we've all grown up together.
Well, I started here in 1974. I came from another job, and I just thought this would be, a really good new hospital and a good place to work, and I didn't have any idea I'd be here 40 years. I was here for the first patient, and we had him right over here in this room, 326. Like I said, I started on this floor, and I ended up on this floor. Times have really changed in 40 years.
When the lab first opened, we were a lot smaller than we are now. It didn't take long to realize that we needed to expand not only the hospital but the laboratory. We've developed quite a bit instrumentation-wise as well as space-wise. And we're really pleased with the space we have now, but probably will need growth in the future.
Automated systems versus manual methods. We have virtually no manual or very little manual methods. Before, just about everything that was backup was manual.
Technology, I think, computerization. In the beginning, everything was paper. We didn't have computers at that point in time, so that's been lots of innovation that's come into the laboratory due to computers.
It is a family because when we came here, we were quite a bit younger than we are now. So we've developed, we've had marriages, we've had babies, we've had grandchildren, we've seen graduations, we've seen our children married. There's just a lot that we've shared together, and I think that contributes to the closeness of our group here.
I came here in 1974, which is the year Indian Path opened. I came up and met Ralph Morton. Ralph Morton was basically the pillar of the medical community here at Indian Path. And recruiting then is a lot different than it is now. There was no guaranteed salary, there was no guaranteed anything for that matter, other than the opportunity to practice with some very good clinicians. You know, when I started, I had to be led around by people, nurses and technicians and this, that, and the other, and I didn't know my way around both physically and mentally. They took me under their wing and showed me the way, so to speak. And you remember those times, and it's just like you said, it's like family.
The biggest asset that we have are our team members and our physicians. They are the face of Indian Path. They have been the reason for the success of Indian Path. We have folks that have been there since before the hospital was ever even open. They were interviewed in a trailer. And for them to have the stayability, if you will, as well as very low turnover. We have a great record with team members that stay with us, and that's for a good reason. It's the culture.
Well, just the friendships, and everybody's like family, and get to know each other, and get to know each other's families, and they know yours, and it's just a good work environment with everybody. It's a small place, it's a quiet place, and everybody pretty much knows everybody, and we've had a good time together, I feel like, and provided good patient care, and that's what it's all about, taking care of the patients.